So if you can welcome, please, Jim Ryan, our launch sponsor.
Thank you very much for inviting me this evening, and unfortunately I'm not a doctor. I wish I was. My parents wish I was as well. Might make their economic woes a little bit more comfortable than they currently are. So thank you very much for inviting me this evening. It is a pleasure for Ernst & Young to be affiliated with GLEN, and indeed to have the important role of launching the GLEN toolkit this evening. So thank you for myself and all my colleagues in Ernst & Young. The relationship between Ernst & Young and GLEN is now well established, and it's one which the firm greatly values, and a relationship that we actually prioritise within the firm. As people partner for Ernst & Young in Ireland, it's my job to ensure that our 1,200 plus employees achieve their potential and their career ambitions, irrespective of their creed, religious beliefs, sexuality, etc. Ernst & Young recognises that diversity and inclusiveness has a big part to play in the growth of our business, and to this end, a lot of time and energy has been put into creating an environment where all our people, as I said, regardless of creed, sexuality, etc., they are given the best possible opportunity to develop their careers. Many years ago, we asked ourselves one simple question: how can we, as a firm, expect our people to develop their careers and provide excellent client service if they feel obliged to leave part of their personality at home? As you can appreciate, if you have a false personality in the workplace, it is not a cohesive environment to build relationships, to build client relationships, as well as those relationships with your colleagues. Ernst & Young, like many businesses, feels strongly about this, and we are committed to addressing it. So what have we done? We have established a focused internal network of support aimed at career mentoring and coaching, which creates an inclusive workplace environment. This network has been christened EAGLES, and to give EAGLES its full title is the Ernst & Young Gay and Lesbian Equality Support Group. Our EAGLES network is now in its 4th year of providing support and mentoring to our people. At Ernst & Young, we try to keep the communications two-way. Just as we encourage members of EAGLES to reach out to us as a firm, we also approach members of EAGLES to seek their feedback in relation to any issues affecting our people in the growth of the business. Last year, Ernst & Young in Ireland were proud to be shortlisted. I think I keep pressing buttons here by mistake, so apologies. Last year, Ernst & Young in Ireland were proud to be shortlisted in the Gala Awards in the category of Employer of the Year. Our nomination was given in recognition of our strong contribution to making the environment supportive to all people, irrespective, as I said, of sexuality, creed and beliefs. In addition, our UK firm last year was also shortlisted, and they were a little bit more successful than ourselves, unfortunately, and they were actually named Employer of the Year in the Stonewall Workplace Equality Index, which is very, very positive and a sign of recognition of what we are doing around this space. But diversity is not solely an issue in relation to sexual orientation, race or gender. It's a term that is evolving as part of our language. This is the foundation of future economic growth. To capitalise on opportunities, companies like ourselves must ensure that they have people from a broad spectrum of society and with a great range of experience and insight into new markets. So when we talk about the boardroom representation in the future, we will not be asking ourselves the question, are there enough women on the board? Are there enough gay and lesbian people on the board? That hopefully will be no longer a discussion point. The discussion point will be, is there inclusiveness at the board table? And I'd like to see over time that we start to push aside this word of diversity, and diversity becomes lost to the English language, and we firmly endorse a commitment to inclusiveness. And that's what is central to the ethos of Ernst & Young, and I believe central to the long-term goals of GLEN as well. So in conclusion, I'd like to finish by saying that Ernst & Young are delighted to be associated with GLEN, and more importantly this evening, delighted to be official sponsors in the launch of the GLEN Toolkit. Thank you.